Please tell me why you always hating. Please tell me why you always hating. Please tell me why.
I am waiting for my white glue layer to dry before I do resin for the first time on my paper mache table. I don't really want to do a studio tour, if I'm honest. This is what I'm twerking with right now. That's the table, and that's all my bullshit. I was watching, I just learned about, her name is Shayna Clee. She goes by Purple Palace. I was watching some of her YouTube videos this morning, and I think her practice is really cool. Obviously her home is gorgeous. Living in Paris and playing with colors is really cool. I was kind of struck by like how beautiful it was, and I am really, aware that like things are curated, and I think that's why I like doing the things that I do in the way that I do them, because like my studio used to be a motel. I'm not doing a tour, so what you see you should feel privileged to see. Used to be a motel room. I get cockroaches, I really like nailed down the cockroach situation, but I live with many daddy long legs and like random shits that I gotta deal with. And also, when you go out the window, I'm actually not going to show you. I'm not doing a location reveal. When you go out the window, you're not looking at Paris. You're looking at like a parking lot where I saw a woman get shot. And that, like, what does that mean? I'm trying to be fine with the fact that a lot of things are like of no real large, like the things do not need to connect. But I am really interested in like making work in places that you like. It's really hard. It's really hard to make work. I feel like a lot of people, I have no connection to the art world. Not a single person in the art world knows my name. I'm just chilling. A lot of people in like jobs know my name. I'm just a lady. I have student loans. I have many student loans, both federal and private. My federal ones just went into forbearance. Hey! And I gotta refinance my private loans. You can get all money savvy at me if you would like. The reality is that going to college was not an option within my family. It was the only way they were going to respect me. So, things go how they go. I'm one of the folks with student debt in this world, and as a consequence, I have to have a job. I can't go to grad school full time. I even looked recently at going to a state college because I'm a Georgia resident and getting a master's in textiles, but it requires a full-time internship in the summer, and that's literally impossible for me because I am a full-time in-person employee where I work. So I don't know what any of that means, frankly. My battery is kind of low, and I just wanted to talk about my table. So, oopsies. So I've never actually used resin before, like at all. So I watched a lot of YouTube videos, and I've read the directions. So I feel like that's really like all I can, do. So I'm waiting and I'm pouring it into paper mache, which required like different Googling. So we'll see, because it's paper mache, it is like sealed, or I think I should have said that. It's solid. It's paper mache, and then it's joint compound, and then it's a primer, it's an outdoor primer, and then acrylic paint. I am waiting for like a layer of, this is probably, oh no, it's sticky, it's not, like glue over top, and then I got this stuff to fill in any like globulous holes in the paper mache, which are like fine like aesthetically, but I have never poured resin before, so I don't want it to like get into the paper clay or anything. So I sealed off holes, which there was one, and I took a hairdryer to the bulk of the glue because I'm getting impatient. I'm just waiting for it to dry. A bunch of random shit that I'm gonna put in the resin. The colors I ended up using, Sparkling Pool, which I bought another and I was like, this is not the same color, but it is. Sparkling Pool, and I've got one left of this, Lush Grass. I felt like it was a good like ode to summer because I'm kind of like done with summer. Not like seasonally because I like the seasons, but more so like I've lived for summer pretty much my whole life. And I really feel like that was because of living up north. The winter was just like so evil. Like feeling cold was like in my soul. And I just like couldn't, like come April in New Hampshire, I would be like trying to put on shorts. Like I just needed like sun on my face. And it was that way when I lived in Savannah. I couldn't wait for summer when we moved to Atlanta. And now I'm like done on summer. I'm so done on it. I can't wait for fall. Fall was becoming my favorite season last year, and I think it's like really gonna like solidify. So I thought I would do like an ode to my relationship with summer with these like summery paints and like a really colorful table. So I got these beads that I'm gonna maybe put in the resin. I got this cute little mermaid tail pen. I have like stickers and like I'm gonna try glitter. I read about glitter. I read about trying to put glitter in resin. I'm gonna try that. I have like, I don't know, I think I'm just gonna like walk around and see what I can find. And then I always get, I don't always, because I'm not a big fan of all the characters, but like whenever there's like a Sanrio like blind bag, I will look to see. Pachaco is my favorite, and I like Tuxedo Sam, and I like some of the others. I do not like the Kurumi, and that's who I got. I got Kurumi. So I was thinking maybe I would like put her in it, because it's not like I want her to die. She's just, you know, the like skull and bones thing, that's not like, it's not my thing. I'm not like a bow and skull girl. I'm not a part of brat culture. So I got two others when I was at Target buying glue. I got little like surprise thingies. And I'll see if maybe I can like put those in my resin. I was thinking putting like a receipt in there. I know paper is like a whatever, but I don't know. Just see what happens. So I got a Old Chubbins. What's his name? Pom Pom Karen. We could put Old Chubbins in there. Oh, I straight up can't open this. There we go. Oh, you know what? He's a little bit squishy. He might like combust, because I know like resin gets kind of hot. Okay. Maybe I have to read what he's made of. All new material. Gotta think about that one. Okay, and then I got somebody in here. I had Littlest Pet Shop when I was a kid. I loved Little. I buy them sometimes if I see them on like, well, I'm totally banned from Etsy, but like eBay or something. I bought like a spider, I bought an ostrich, some of the like funkier ones. They really make these hard to open. What do we get? Oh, she's kind of perfect. Is she a donkey? G7. I don't know what G7 is. Maybe like a llama? Fuck. Oh, here we go. Her name is straight up G7. What the fuck? Sassiest Level 2 Exotic. She's in like a mount. She's gotta be a llama or like an alpaca, right? That's what G7 is. Yeah, I think we can definitely put her in there. I think she'll be a good. Okay, her rarity is she's exotic. Ooh. Oh, it's like a checklist. You can like check on all. I don't know what I paid for this. I think this was like $3. I could have bought more and had a whole little village. Oh, I got a Quinage. Okay, so I'm not sure on the squishy boy. Definitely gonna put the llama in there. Maybe I'll put Kurumi in here too. I have some other like random shits in my studio that I'll see if I can like put in the table. Ooh. 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 Alright. Whatever. Shit. Okay, it's like 5, it's almost 6. Which is like the worst time ever for me to be leaving to go home, but I am really, really, really hungry. I had candy lunch, which was a huge mistake, so I am getting ready to leave, having done not what I set out to do today. But I did like a seal coat. I don't know, that's what the directions of my resin said to do. Takes 3 hours to dry. I'm like halfway in, but I think like for how hungry I am, like waiting until the 3 hours have passed and then mixing and like doing like a big, like the first like big pour, I do feel like I'm gonna make a mistake. I'm like too hungry. So it is what it is. And I'll do the first like pour of resin sometime later this week. Here is my goodies, and this is the table that I've been working on technically since February. I've not been working on it continuously since February. It was the project that sparked me getting a studio at all. I turned off all the big lights, so that's why it's so moody in here, because I'm getting ready to go. I don't usually keep it this dark. Is this fun? Do you want to look at me instead of the mirror? I don't want to hold it this way. We're going back to the mirror. So that is what I did. I did like a really thin. I painted it on with a paintbrush, and then I added some glitter because I thought it would work like as a glue, keep the glitter from floating away when I do my next layer. I don't know, I've never done resin before. This is my first like giant piece of furniture made out of paper mache, so it's all like new for me, which is cool and fun. I'm really, 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 really excited to be done with this project. It literally, I've been doing it since February, not continuously, but in like some like, it's been the project that I work on when I need to do like creative labor, but it doesn't require much thought. Just like a project to work on when I'm not working on other projects. I like to stay really busy. Well, I like to stay busy. I like to stay active. So if I like can't work on something else, or something in my like non-art life is bothering me, it doesn't require much like thought to do paper mache, to like build something out of paper mache. And same with the resin. It's just like a physical knowing the steps. It doesn't take like a lot of like creative direction from me, but I am so excited to be done with it, and to just have it be finished, and I can make like a little post about it, and then it can like disappear from my mind, and I can start working on other projects. I guess that's it for me. I've got like a pretty like solid drive home, just because of the time. Everybody's getting off of work, so I'm gonna go sit in traffic and eat some dinner, and then I'll probably work on the writing component of my Planting the Archive project that I've been working on. This is my first resin project. It is a water bottle with purple resin and a bunch of bullshit. I started mixing like a pint of resin, and then I was immediately like, this is not enough. And I panicked and I just put it aside. And then we were like, well, we shouldn't let it go to waste. So we filled up a water bottle. There's a lot of dolphins that have died in there. There's a special one. Ooh, you can almost see it like right in the middle. So then I ended up mixing like 96 ounces, and it was the perfect amount. So I just did my second layer. We did the first one and it cured for 4 hours. We watched Burt Reynolds' movie Gator, and I cleaned my Crocs and I don't know, bullshit while we waited. And then I just did a second layer, and we're gonna go home so it can cure. Since I did it right the first time, I'm not super as nervous as I was the first time around that it won't cure properly. We also have a rubber glove full of resin hanging out in the bathroom right now for our second resin project. I am so excited. So the table is basically done. The only thing I can think of is I wanted like something to like hang, but I don't know how. I should have pre-planned for that because this is all just like joint compound. So I was thinking of like maybe gluing like little animals and making like a nature scene on the base of the table. There's I've got like a green. I tried to set this down like a water bottle. Got my Hello Kitty ears on. Crocs are clean. I guess we can do like, if you want to see some of what I just did. So I'm very excited, and we'll see it tomorrow. I've been having such like a good few days of good hair. Like I finished my table. It was like a really stupid idea I had in February, and I finally saw it through to the end. This is my pastoral landscape for some ladies. I do have some ladies being beautiful and chilling. I just want to let you know that some of their backs are turned to you because they're all pissed off at you. Just FYI. It's my nice spiky legs, all my spiky legs. It kind of looks sick as fuck. I did two layers of resin, 2 pours of resin. I've never used resin before, taught myself, and didn't do too bad. It's super heavy. I can't lift it by myself, but it looks sick as fuck. And like talk about it, I put an acrylic felt doll in it, which I'm not gonna say was a mistake because I do think it like adds something, but in the future I probably won't do that again. This is my first time ever pouring resin. I've never had it before. I've never used it before. I never had, like a ding on my car windshield that I needed, like nothing. I've never used it before, so I totally learned on the go, and learned that like it gets incredibly hot when it cures, and it didn't even like cross my mind that like the fibers might start to look fucked up in like an acrylic plastic, toy basically. But I kind of like what it does. I felt like I was making like a witch's like potion or like soup or something. So the fact that there's like a deflated doll in there, I think is like kind of sick actually. But I also think is like my artistic process very much is like I teach myself a new skill and do it like pretty fucking well, and I'll like push it, like once I'm like, okay, I'm a beginner, I'm like a successful beginner, I'll push it and I'll do something that like maybe I don't know enough about, and so it's like, okay, there's the flaw, that's like the beginner's flaw, and that's how I feel it is with like the doll inside of it. But here's the table. I just bought a bunch of furniture for my studio, so it is gonna look less like I'm hanging out in like a garage full of trash. It is like something I'm committed to for the rest of the year, is to make a studio that, like the work, I don't know, it's always been about the work for me. It's like, yeah, there's all my bullshit, but like the work is the most important, and I'm trying to just like make both fit, Anyway, that's not super important, but here it is. These are solar, oh, look, oh, baby. Yeah, there she is, she's dead. I don't like the change in like colors. I honestly might like brush on like a clear layer just so like the colors like start to match. I don't know. It's really not that big a deal because the table looks so fucking cool. This is when I was blessed at a Lao Buddhist temple a couple summers ago. This is some diary keys. This is a little waving cat that I bought. It's not going to focus. This camera cost $60. Safflower blossom from Savannah. Shell. Just some like beads and things. This was like a mermaid wand that I made. A little mirror. Bug from Savannah. This peach pit has been in the skirt I've had for like probably 7 years. I've just like kept it in the pocket and it goes through the wash and stuff. And I think my boyfriend did the laundry and he took it out because he didn't know, you know, the passage. And so I just started keeping it in my purse and I was like, this is a perfect homage to everything it's done for me. These are eclipse glasses from the 2017 eclipse. It won't focus, but I promise that says 2017. This is a felt doll I made during COVID. Cute little mermaid pen, just beads and glitter. This is a fish skeleton spine I found in Hilton Head. These little gems, these are little ladybugs. I used to work at a children's museum, and this was just like an activity we did. They're these little like gemstone things, and you can like paint and color them. They totally melted during the curing process, but they're still fun. So what I was thinking of doing, and if I like the idea, I'll do it today, is of like maybe like in a few places, like gluing like little animals or like figurines, like making it like a pastoral like field for some little critters. I'm not super sure because I'm not like thrilled by the idea of like glue being exposed, you know, if I use like Loctite or something. But I don't know. We'll see. But this is my table. Yes. I'm really excited about it. I'm gonna see if I can take it outside, maybe get some photos. But I did it. I built a table out of paper, straight up out of paper. So that's fun. Okay, that kind of works. Okay, so I'm having a hard time getting both me and the table in one go. The table's kind of big. I had this like $60 coffee table that I bought probably with like a stimulus check. $60 was a lot of money to me up until I was like, well, the age I am now, to be honest with you. I never like until I never made more than $11 an hour until I was like 26 years old. And $60 was a lot of money when you're paying bills and things. So the stimulus check, I bought a coffee table for $60. And I had this idea probably in February of like using it as like an armature to make my own coffee table out of paper mache. I really like paper mache. I have absolutely no formal I should correct myself. I have no formal training in pretty much any artistic medium. It's complicated and boring to listen to, but basically I'm pretty self-taught in everything that I do. But I really enjoy it. I like making things out of paper mache. I've made little like art objects in our apartment out of paper mache, and I wanted to make furniture. I watched some YouTube videos and was like, I can take it from here. And it was like a whole undertaking. I started doing it in the kitchen, living room, and it caused like domestic problems because I was in the way. I was taking up space. It was delicate, so I was like, be careful when you're walking around and stuff. So it was causing some tension, some friction, as do all great just kidding, don't quote me on anything I'm trying to say right now. So I moved the project into the second bedroom that we have in the apartment. I was like, it's just gonna have to be done in here. I used to have like the couch that's actually in my studio used to be in there, and I was like hanging off of it like a mechanic like goes under the hood. I was like using the couch to like leverage me under the table. just to make it fit because it's not a big room. And I really thought I was like getting towards the end of the table, and I flipped it upside down to close it. It doesn't matter, you're not with me on the process. To do something to the bottom of it, and I saw mold, and then I just saw more mold and more mold, and I realized like the entire like foundation, this equivalent, because this is all new, was just covered in mold. The whole thing was molded, and I like freaked out. I totally freaked out. It's like, okay, so not only am I further behind on this project, I've also been breathing in mold. The apartment's too goddamn small. I just totally like lost my mind. I crumpled the whole thing up, everything but the legs and this. This is the only thing that's like original. This like lip that holds the resin is from the first table. I threw it all away, and that same day I started applying for studios in the Atlanta area. A lot of them were either like, I don't know who's balling in that way, or just like never called me back. And this place called me back right away, and I got it within the span of like a week, I think. It was just totally meant to be. I was supposed to have a studio. So the table is the inception of me having a studio. And I just kind of put it on the back burner to finish other projects. This has been like a year of like learning new skills. Like a lot of the projects I made have not been, I feel like clicking with people. Like I have my niche corner of the internet. I don't feel like the work I've been making this year has been like resonating, but I've been learning so many skills that it's kind of been like, I don't know, I don't want to like put like something quippy to it, but like the work I've been making has been really eye-opening and interesting, even if it's just like for me, I guess. Well, I don't even think that's true. Like, this is sick as fuck. This isn't just for me. Like, what the fuck? I don't know. That's a longer conversation that nobody wants to listen to me have with myself. So I made this table. I came right back to it after I finished a project that I don't really feel like talking about in July. And then I went right back to this. Learned a few things from the first go around, and like I feel like really hit it. Like I think I really tapped into my fucking zone here. I'm really excited about it. I want to find somewhere I can put it, and I want it to just be in the house. I want it to go somewhere. So anybody in the Atlanta area, hit my line. Okay, bye.